Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're taking a deeply fascinating look inside ourselves to tackle Competency 011E. We're going to identify our human body systems and decode exactly how they function together. But listen, we aren't just memorizing static anatomy parts today. We're going way beyond that. I want you to completely rethink how your own body operates. Just forget everything you might have learned about those old isolated biology diagrams. Today, we're looking at the ultimate dynamic piece of biotechnology.
Okay, let's dive into this. Do you think of your body as a collection of separate organs or one continuous integrated machine? Most of us grew up learning about the heart in one chapter, the lungs in another, and then the brain was in a completely separate third chapter. It's so easy to compartmentalize, right? But that is simply not how biological life actually works. Your biology is a highly codependent network. It's an incredibly intricate, integrated machine where every single subsystem is constantly talking to, relying on, and supporting all the others.
Section 1. The integrated machine, codependent subsystems.
So we really need to start thinking of the human body as the ultimate biotechnology. For a long time, the old model of teaching treated the body as just a series of isolated units. You have the stomach over here doing its digesting thing, and the lungs way over there doing their gas exchange. But the reality? The body operates entirely as codependent subsystems. If we really want to understand human biology, we absolutely must emphasize how these specialized human subsystems integrate to regulate the whole organism. You literally cannot understand the heart without deeply understanding the lungs. Their functions are completely intertwined.
Section 2. The breath and blood grid, gas exchange and delivery.
And this brilliantly illustrates the magic of that integration. I want you to literally visualize the arrows on the screen right now, tracking the oxygen as it moves through the body. Step 1. The respiratory system acts as our ultimate gas exchanger, capturing that vital O2 right from the air we breathe. But step 2, it doesn't hold on to it. It immediately hands it off to the circulatory system, which is basically our body's internal fuel delivery grid. This grid pumps those gases to a massive, sprawling network of blood vessels, using rapid vasodilation and constriction to expertly direct the flow. And then step 3, that oxygen finally reaches the working muscle tissues. These two systems, the circulatory grid and the respiratory exchanger, are working together in perfect, constant harmony to sustain the organism.
But remember, this fuel delivery grid is a very busy two-way street. The respiratory exchanger doesn't just bring oxygen in, it also has the absolute critical job of expelling carbon dioxide or CO2 out from those working cells. After your muscle tissues use the oxygen for cellular respiration to create energy, they produce CO2 as a metabolic waste product. So the circulatory system picks up that waste, carries it right back to the lungs, and the respiratory system exhales it into the atmosphere. It's a continuous, beautiful, life-saving loop constantly removing waste gas to keep the integrated machine from shutting down.
Section 3. Physical locomotion, fueling the machine.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how it breaks down another absolutely critical partnership, the digestive system and the musculoskeletal systems. First up, we have the chemical deconstruction of food matter. Your digestive system acts like a high-tech refinery, taking what you eat and meticulously breaking it down into tiny absorbable nutrients. Second, those nutrients aren't just left sitting around. They are routed directly to your muscle tissues. And third, those muscles use that physical fuel to generate ATP, or cellular energy, which creates the mechanical force you need for physical locomotion. It's this brilliant, seamless handoff from the chemical processing plant of your gut directly to the biological motors of your muscles.
Section 4. The central processing computer, the nervous system.
Let's move to and see how this builds, because with all this traffic happening simultaneously, we desperately need a city hall. And that is our nervous system, the central processing computer. It is continuously, relentlessly monitoring both internal and external sensors. Think about it for a second. How does your heart actually know to pump faster when you start running? Or how do your lungs know to breathe deeper to get more oxygen? Well, it's the nervous system. It's sending rapid-fire electrical signals to orchestrate all those other body systems. Every single pump of blood, every digestive squeeze, and every tiny twitch of a muscle is perfectly orchestrated by this central control network. It is, for sure, the undisputed boss of the integrated machine.
Section 5. Maintaining internal balance, internal communication.
So the crucial point is that all of these human systems completely rely on continuous internal communication to regulate vital parameters, things like nutrient levels and internal fluids. Your brain, your lungs, your heart, your gut, they are all on a constant, unending conference call. This ensures that the whole organism stays perfectly balanced and operational, a state known as homeostasis, no matter what craziness is happening in the environment outside the body. This continuous vital communication network is exactly what keeps you alive, healthy, and moving.
To wrap up our explainer today, I want to leave you with this pretty provocative thought. If one subsystem goes offline, or even just slows down a bit, how does your integrated machine adapt to survive? Because understanding human body systems isn't just about identifying their isolated functions. It's really about marveling at the codependent ways they compensate and keep the whole machine running under immense pressure. Take some time today to think about your own physiological resilience. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer today. Keep learning, keep looking at the interconnected systems all around you, and keep wondering about the incredible machine that is your body.